Hello snowboarders of the internet, I'm your host Avran LeFeber, and in this video we'll be reviewing the Nitro Shtik. This board is available in 4 sizes, 149, 151, 154, and 157. This board features Nitro's cam out camber profile, which is cam rocker. So you got camber through the middle and then a little bit of rocker right before the contact points that just helps elevate it, making it easier to press. It's got an easier entry into turns, but you're gonna get that snap and pop of traditional camber from underfoot. I rode this board at Arapahoe Basin in the spring. It was a mix of bluebird skies, warm temps, chunder snow, firm snow, mashed potato snow, and a little bit of wind, and I rode them with my K2 Thraxis boots and my K2 Indy bindings. Alright, so it's a true twin with what Nitro calls their urban flex, which means it's fucking soft. This board is very, very soft. You have a lot of play in the nose and tail, and then it's stiffer through the insert packs and middle with a lot of torsional flex. Throw the idea of stability just completely out the window because you're going to feel everything with this board, and I mean everything. It's going to get bucked around. You're going to be bending your knees a lot. So there is some snap in this board. It's not mind-blowing. It's enough to get up and over features or to launch a roller if you really want to. You don't really have to worry about engaging this board because the softer flex flattens it right out, so it's pretty much always preloaded, and then when you go to pop, it's just going to rebound a little and snap for you. Now this is an urban board, so I really didn't hit any jumps because the soft flex sketched me out a little too much. I hit some hips and stuff and it did okay. I think small jumps would probably be fine, but this is a fucking urban board, so I don't know why you're hitting jumps with it, but you probably could hit like a 10 to 15 footer if you really absolutely needed to. Yeah, carving rarely happened with this thing. Pretty much the tail would just keep washing out on me anytime I actually tried to drive this board. It was way better for skidded turns and like short little quick setup ones. That's kind of it. I'm not saying you can't carve with it. I'm just saying you're probably going to overpower it. You really have to turn it down to like 1 or a 0.5 instead of keeping it up any higher on the turnometer. Basically, this board is designed for going straight into a rail, and that's it in my opinion. Rarely do I fold the nose or tail on a board, but with this one, I did. And a lot of that is due in part to the flex. This is just such a soft flexing board. I overpowered it. Then again, it was also a 51, which if I was riding urban, 51 would be my choice, but if I'm riding park, 54, 55, probably what I should have been riding, but this is what Nitro sent me, so that's on them. Basically, this board is super soft, so if you want to butter it, just lean back or forward, roll into it. Do not pop, do not load it aggressively. It will fold and wash out on you. You have to be a little more calculated with how you engage it. You want to be prepared to not overpower it. Even with jibbing, it was the same thing. I mean, it presses well enough with that rocker zone, right where the camber meets it is the sweet spot, and you want to make sure you lock it in. You're going to feel a little rebound with it, but not a lot. This board just isn't that aggressive, and it does hug rails perfectly fine, but it's an urban rail board in case you haven't caught on to that yet. So it does what you need it to do. So who's this board for? The urban jib rat. Someone that maybe's riding rope toes in the Midwest, you know? Someone that just wants a board that they can thrash hitting concrete and street features, I guess. As I've already stated, I probably should have been on a bigger board, but you know, this is the shit that happens when you do product reviews. Sometimes you get a size that doesn't matter. This board is super fucking soft, and what I like about it is that it's got that 90s style jib tip to it. You know, it's that throwback homage. It's pretty much predominantly camber. What I didn't like is how soft those tips are. They just wash out. You overflex this board. If the tips were stiffer, this board would be better, and that 51 would have been amazing for me, and it'd probably be amazing for a lot of other people that are my size that would use a board of this caliber in the streets. Now with that said, would I ride a bigger one? Yeah. Was it a bad board? No. Was it a great board? No. It was just a snowboard. I think if it was either stiffer or I had the size that I was supposed to, it would have been great. Comparable boards, the Battalion Wally, the K2 Worldwide Weapon, the Capita Horoscope. This has been my review of the Nitro Shtik. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you own one? Are you gonna buy one? Leave me a comment down below. Let's have a conversation about this snowboard. If you're new here, remember to subscribe, click the bell, get those notifications. That way you're not missing any of the videos we've got coming out for all you snowboarders of the internet. And if you'd really like to support us and you want to see us grow out our content offering as well as the snowboard network that we're trying to do over here, swing on over to Angry Snowboarder VIP. I can tell you more here, but I've got a video over there that explains it better. As always, I've been your host, Avran LeFeber, and I'll see you in another video.